To begin this back and bicep workout, I started off some rope curls. I went heavier today, so I was focusing on about 7 reps, 4 sets of 7 reps. Then I went on to a back workout, which is the rope lat pull down. So it's on the same machine. It's just here I take the cable and put it all the way to the top and pull down, focusing on the lats. Then I moved on to a bent over row, but I'm leaning on a incline bench. I do apologize for the angle. I didn't mean for you to get all that booty in the picture, but just focus on pulling with the back, just like a normal dumbbell row, but you're gonna be able to have your chest stabilized. Then I went on to a wide grip cable row, and I did 4 sets of 8 reps. Then I moved on to another arm workout, and this is a lying, so you're laying down, as you can see, and I'm doing a bicep curl. Give these a try. Again, they're a different workout. I've seen other people do them. You want to focus on keeping your arms tucked to your sides, and I did 8 to 10 reps of those. Then I went on to a row machine, and I modified the way I did these. I put my hand on the bar and I only pull with 1 arm instead of 2. Again, it's just my preference, but I did 4 sets of 10 reps. Then as a superset, I went on to these band curls. So I do the row machine, and then I came over and did band curls for an additional 12 to 15 reps. So just burning out the biceps. There were a few other exercises that I didn't show, but that was the majority of the back workout, or the back and bicep workout. And then here I'm just trying to do a little physique update where I'm at. I'm currently at about 177, 175, anywhere between there. Okay, so I already recorded this once, but it was completely out of focus. I don't know why. It happened, so it was a good thing I watched it over though, because I didn't put any of the groceries away. And now I'm just gonna go over again, but they're already all out. But I know how much you guys love the bag throwing, so let's throw some bags up. I gotta move those. All right, let's talk about the groceries this week. So I got the pans, the tin pans, just like last time. I have those. I have the 6 eggs that I'll use in the morning for breakfast. So 1 egg with some stir-fry vegetables. So I have 2 of these. And then I have the break-free egg whites. So I have a half cup of egg whites, 1 cup of stir-fry vegetables, and the large egg. All right, then I have 3 bundles of asparagus. 1 more. I have the classic fruits medley. It was just cheaper than the triple berry blend. I don't know why. It's like every other week they make one cheaper than the other. So this week it was triple berry blend. And I will eat this in the afternoon. I'll eat half a cup of this with some yogurt. So I have 5 of the Greek yogurts. And I'll eat that in the afternoon at about 3:45, 4 o'clock. Then I have 2 cartons of the unsweetened almond milk. I have 2 jars of the zesty dill pickles, which I will eat. It's been weird, but I've been eating it with, not like dipping it in my yogurt, but I've been eating it with that meal or snack. Then I have 2 containers of cottage cheese. I have 1 low fat, so 2% milk. And then I have 1 4%. Which I will eat at night for my bedtime snack. I will do half a cup, more like 3/4 cup of the cottage cheese with half a cup of the classic fruit medley and 1 ounce of the walnuts. Just like last week, I have the ready to serve brown and wild rice. I have 3 of those. So I will have 1 little container with my post-workout meal or my dinner. I needed to get some extra virgin olive oil this week, so I have that. Something different is the sweet potato fries. I was talking to a buddy today. He said he was eating these sweet potato fries, so I thought I would give them a try. I already know that I love sweet potato fries, but usually I make them right out of sweet potatoes. So you can just buy sweet potatoes, cut them. There's just a lot more prep work behind it. So I wanted to do it a little bit quicker, so I bought these frozen ones. Now the macros on them aren't that bad. There's 160 calories, 8 grams of fat, 21 grams of carbs, and 1 gram of protein. And there are about 6 servings in this container. So I'm just gonna bake those in the oven, and I will have 2 servings with my second lunch. And the second lunch is gonna be a protein. It's gonna be the asparagus, which will also be baked in the oven with extra virgin olive oil, sea salt, and pepper. And then I'll do these sweet potato fries. Then I will be doing pork chops this week. I didn't do them last week. I just want to throw them back in. So I have, what is it? A little over 3 pounds of pork chops, which I will season or marinate with this Big Daddy's Backyard barbecue sauce. It was just sitting right beside the pork chops, so I thought I would give it a try. Then for the chicken this week, I got it all out of the produce section, or the meat section, the little glass container, whatever you want to call it, or the glass. I'm gonna stop. That's where I got it from. And I have a bunch of different flavors. So I have this cowbie. I don't really know what that is. It sounds weird, but it looked pretty good. So I have 2 of those. I have 2 of the California garlic medleys. I have 2 packages of those. I have a sweet teriyaki, and then I have a Cajun barbecue. So in total, it's about 6 pounds of chicken. So about 6 pounds of chicken and about 3 pounds of the pork chops. But this chicken doesn't need fat cut off. It doesn't need marinated. It's all good. So I can just go right out to the grills, which I already saw were open today, so that's great. I shouldn't have any problems grilling, and I can just throw these on the grill. But, oh, I also had a receipt somewhere, which I talked about last time. Anyways, I know what the price was. So the total of all of these groceries was about $110. So the reason that was more this week is because the sweet potato fries were about $2.99 a package. I had to buy the extra virgin olive oil, which isn't always cheap. It's like $5. The chicken is an extra $1 a pound when you buy it pre-seasoned. So instead of being $1.99 a pound from Kroger, this week it was $2.99 a pound. And again, it was just to save time. I have some other things that I need to do. So the less time I can spend prepping, the better. And then the fresh asparagus. So the asparagus was, I think, like $2.99 a pound, whereas the frozen broccoli last week was a much cheaper option. So you can see that, you know, depending on the foods that you buy, you can obviously cut way back on your costs, or you can spend a lot more, you know, if you buy fresh. So, but that is all for these groceries, and now it's time to prep, and I will bring you back for that. food all cooked or prepped. Now I just gotta package it up. I didn't show you the grilling because I was out at the grill, and this is the frustrations when you live in an apartment. I'm sure you understand that it's a shared or community grill. So there's 3 grills, 2 of which are both out of gas, and the one that was being used had somebody else waiting, so I was like 3rd in line to use the grill. So it is what it is. It took me like an hour to grill because I could only put so much on at a time. I digress, whatever. It's fine, I got it all done. So here is the pork and the chicken. So there it is. I got several different types of chicken. As I told you, I have several different marinades on it because I just bought it from the Kroger and they're already pre-marinated, so that's cool. Now, the asparagus turned out beautiful. Wonderful, just the way I like it. Let's talk about the sweet potato fries. So, I wanted them crispier, so I thought, hey, I'll leave them in a little bit longer and they'll get crispier. That wasn't the case. They're like flimsy and stuff. So, I mean, I'm sure they're still good. I'm sure they're gonna taste fine. I like crispier type fries. I'm guessing because when I read the instructions after I put them in there, you're usually supposed to leave more space. You're supposed to use like a cooking pan, so, or like a baking sheet. Let me show you. You're supposed to use something more like this, so you can spread them all out and they're not touching each other. I chose to go with a different method and just put them all in the container. Didn't work out the best, but like I said, I guarantee they probably taste almost the same. So next time, if I get them again, I'll make them slightly different. No biggie. And now it's time to package up the food. Let's get to it. Alright, so starting up top, I have 4 to 5 ounces of the pork chop and the barbecue sauce. And then I have 3/4 cup to 1 cup of asparagus. And then the 3 to 4 ounces of sweet potato fries. So I have 5 of those meals. And then I have the exact same meal. So 4 to 5 ounces of pork chop, 3/4 cup to a cup of asparagus, and the 3 to 4 ounces of sweet potato fries. Sorry. So originally I had said I was gonna do 1 meal with like double veggie and 1 meal with extra fry. So instead I just made them the same. And I have 4 of those meals, and I ran out of pork chop, but I have plenty of chicken left over, and I did 5 ounces of chicken. Then for my post-workout meal, I have 9 ounces of chicken, so not 8, I have 9 ounces of chicken, and 3/4 cup to 1 cup of asparagus. And then with each of those meals, I will have 1 ready to serve brown and wild rice. And I have chicken left over, so you might have wondered, why do I have so much chicken left over? Because I probably have a good, I would say, 12 ounces. 8. No, that's probably more like a pound. I could weigh it. I will weigh it. But I have extra chicken left over, and that's because it is Saturday. So I don't have any meals left for Sunday because I don't eat these meals, these prep meals, until Monday. So I'll have that chicken tomorrow, and I'll probably just go get some veggies, just like a vegetable tray or something, and I'll eat that. So that is the purpose of having that extra chicken, is because I need meals for tomorrow. But other than that, I don't really have anything at the moment. Did I show like all the meals? I don't know if I did that yet. Let's just pull it back. And there, now you can see all the meals. Oh, and actually I get a lot of questions of, one, how do I store the food? So once I package these up, all I'm gonna do is put them in the fridge and then just get them out and microwave them for probably 1 minute to 2 minutes. And that is it. I don't freeze my meals. I know some other people say that they do freeze their meals. The only reason I do not freeze my meals is because I hate to unfreeze them. I think it takes away some of the flavor when you have to freeze them and then unthaw them. I don't know, it's just me. So I guess you could freeze some of them. It's just not what I do. I put them all in the fridge and they last me 5-6 days. I don't really want to eat one on the 7th day because they taste kind of funky. So that's my recommendations. I know it's a question that I get a lot, so I wanted to answer it. Hope it helps. You know what, I want to add one last thing, because today's prep really did remind me that I've been prepping for over a year and a half, probably just straight close to 2 years, and I don't always get it right. You know, as you saw through part of the things, I was like pulling pieces of asparagus out and putting them in other containers, same with the sweet potato fries. You don't always get it right, and you kind of have to just go with it. I wanted to make sure each meal had the same amount, so I started divvying or taking from others and adding it to the meals with less food to make sure it was even. Again, I don't always get it right, you might not always get it right, but if you're eating healthy meals on a consistent basis, that's what you need to focus on. That's what you should try to do, and you're gonna start to see those results. So that's all I wanted to add, because, you know, again, I did mess up a few times, but it happens, and you just figure it out and go with it. So that's all I wanted to add.